What's going on, everybody? Blaze over here at Blue Chip Athletic Club. Today we're talking a little bit of golfer's elbow mobility before a training session that I'm going to do here before I kind of get after it. The way I'm going to do this, I got these bands here. They've got handles on them. I'm going to use these a bit for a couple different movements. I'm also going to use a foam roller and some sort of an elevated surface, so if you have access to that, we'll definitely be doing that. But this is just going to be a quick follow along. Probably going to be like somewhere 10 to 15 minutes, hopefully. We'll see. Sometimes I get on a rant and get after it. But we're going to get into our first move here, which is going to be tricep three-way extension. Big things I want to kind of chat about as I'm getting this set up is typically if you have some pain in a joint, so for me it's in the elbow, it's because you have some sort of issue above or below. Now, whether that's an imbalance, whether that's something that's restricting some movement, something like that, it's typically not in that joint that you're getting the pain. So your symptoms are not necessarily the cause and the root cause. So I'm going to be working a lot of forearm and upper body, so bicep, tricep work here to try and work on my imbalance, to try to work on my impingement, if you will, so that I can progress and help get my elbow better so that I can continually play golf, play pickleball, do everything that I want to do when it comes to the sport world. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to go with a three-way tricep extension. So the way this is going to look is I'm going to end up flipping my hands a bunch of different ways. Now, first, I'm going to have my hands here on the straps, not grabbing the handles, and I'm just going to pull straight down and then try and hold there at the bottom for a second and then come back up. So it's going to be straight down, hold back up. And what I'm doing is my hands are facing each other, and I'm just going to be in here in this position here. So I'm just going to do like 4 or 5 now, and then we're going to move on. There's 4, there's 5. Next thing I'm going to go is I'm going to go palms up. So I'm going to now grab the handles. I'm going to be here in this position. My palms are going to be facing me like I'm going to do a bicep curl here. And I'm just going to keep my elbows in nice and tight. And now I'm going to press down here repeatedly. We'll do 5 of those. That was 2. That was 3. That was 4. This is 5. So a couple other big things I'm going to chat about too as I'm going into the last one. So last one's going to be palms down. So I'm going to be palms facing away, almost like a motorcycle grip here. And I'm going to press. So if for some reason one of these movement patterns is giving you pain, pain is no bueno. Pain is no bueno. Discomfort is okay though. So if you have a little bit of discomfort, you're typically on the right track and you're doing something that's probably going to get you a little bit of blood flow to the area to help heal what you got going on. So we just went three-way triceps. You can do like 3 sets of what we just did, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, and go through 3 times. Whatever your prescription is going to be. Again, the key is changing your hand position so you can work all 3 heads of the tricep. So one's going to be palm down, motorcycle grip. One's going to be palms up, almost like you're doing a bicep curl. And the other one neutral, so you'll be here during the kickbacks. Next one that we're going to do, we're going to go 3-way bicep curls now. So very, very similar move. We're going to bring our bands here out. I'm going to actually set them between my feet. When you do bicep curls, always with a band at least, if your feet are super far apart, it's going to be a lot tougher to do them. If your feet are close together, it's going to be a little bit easier, more manageable for you. Obviously, if you have heavier band resistance, it's going to be tougher too. So I'm going to go same way. We'll do neutral grip first, where I'm not on the handles, and I'm just going to curl up here, nice, slow, easy, and controlled. And I'm going to come up and do for 5. There's 2. We'll go 3. We'll go 4. We'll go 5. And now shake my arms out just for a second. And now I'm going to go palms facing up. So now palms are up. This is going to be like the conventional bicep curl. Again, elbow is going to be nice and tucked. And now I'm going to curl up for 1. Curl up for 2. We'll go 3. 4. And 5. Again, we're controlling the whole way up, the whole way down. Now I'm going to go palms facing down, so now we're in that motorcycle grip. And this is where, for me personally, my golfer's elbow starts to get kind of pissed off at me. It's like when I'm pulling down on like a trunk, something kind of high overhead in this action. So I'm anticipating this is going to be a bit more challenging for me. So palms down, I'm going to be here, curl up. Actually, it doesn't feel too bad. We're going to go nice and slow on the way down. Curl up, and nice and slow. That's going to be 2. We'll go here for 3. Here for 4. Now, if you're anything like me, then here's 5. You're incredibly impatient when you get hurt. Physical therapy, all these things. I'm not a licensed physical therapist. Throw that out there for you. But I know enough that you can't rush these things to kind of get back to it. So knowing that it's going to take a little bit of time, knowing how to work around your injury is going to be incredibly important. If you need help working around an injury, don't be afraid to reach out to us. We can totally help you out, help you get better, and help you still continually check the box, even if you're not feeling 100%. So just don't be afraid to send us a message, comment here, do whatever you got to do, and we will help you out as much as we can. So next thing we're going to do now, we're going to get into a foam roll session here for our arms. Now, when we do this, we're going to go work above and below the joint. So we're going to go forearms first, biceps, triceps on either side. When we do this, you can use a foam roller. The other thing that I recommend that you do is you can go with a lacrosse ball, something like this that's nice and small. You can really get into the tissue. I've also got a peanut roller. I don't have it here with me right now, but it's essentially 2 lacrosse balls that are like glued together, and it's got this like little ridge between them. It's really helpful for getting like along the tricep and then along parts of the forearm. But I'm gonna work just the foam roller today because I got the foam roller of doom here, and hopefully this will get kind of what I need it to do. So I'm gonna start in my forearm now. What I like to do is I like to position my thumb, have my thumb out so that I know kind of what I've done already. And I'll start it usually with my thumb kind of cranked over as far as I can in one direction. Mine happens to be facing all the way this way now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to let my thumb roll around, and notice how I'm getting up closer to like a 1 or 2 o'clock. Now I'm going to come up to like 12. I know, we're talking clock positions. It's wild. It's probably going to go away before too long. Now I'm going to go out the other way, and I'm talking like a 10, 11, and now I'm coming around. We're getting into like a 9, getting down here into like a 8, 7, then a 6. Oh, baby. And now we're even going to get all the way back around, whirling that shoulder. Oh my gosh, this feels great. I'm telling you, dude, if you don't foam roll, I feel bad for you. It's like getting your own massage. It's very uncomfortable, but it also helps out a ton. Okay, so we just went forearm. I'm gonna go tricep now. Here, again, same way. I'm gonna use my thumb that's out, hitchhiker's thumb, to thumbs up, to hitchhiking the other way, to thumbs down. And as we get into thumbs down, you'll notice that now you're not rolling your tricep anymore, you're rolling your bicep now. So really, it just kind of fluidly goes together. And I'm using this bench as an elevated surface. It's a lot easier to do. You can do this on the ground. It's just really tough. It's a lot easier if you got something that's a little elevated. Let that thing rip. So, whoo, baby. Right side's done. Left side. This is the side that I actually have my golfer and tennis elbow on. So something of note is that if you're tighter or having pain or discomfort more on one side, it's your body telling you something. It's telling you you're probably on the right track. If you can get some blood flow to the area, that's what's going to help yourself heal. So all that to say, don't be afraid to spend a little bit more time on the side that's a little tighter or a little more pissed at you. It typically will help along the way. So I'm just going to work here around. Now again, I got my forearm on the left side now, and I'm working all the way around. Notice how my thumb is guiding me. I'm kind of going all over. Oh my gosh. This is getting me ready to rock. we've got a tough training session coming up today, so we got to get ready. Oh. Okay, so I got my forearms done. I'm going to move now into the triceps. Again, thumb's going to dictate. I'm going to roll up and down. Oh my gosh. And again, a lot of times pain is because of the tissue above and below the joint. I think with my physical therapist, we found that my pain in particular is due to some issue in my triceps. I don't know exactly what that is yet, but we did a lot of forearm work. It didn't really seem to help, and now we're doing tricep work that is helping. So we're localizing, we're finding out what the problem is, and now it's about strengthening and making sure that I'm doing the movements that I need to so that I can get better and get back to full strength, because that's the most important thing. Personally, I'm really pissed and angry when I'm restricted in what I can do in anything in life, but especially when it comes to the training that I'm doing. I really hate being what the Coast Guard calls partially mission capable. Oh, I don't want to be fully mission capable, baby. All right. So that is all I got for you guys today. A little bit of golfer, tennis elbow stuff. If you're suffering from one of those things, try that out. Above and below the joint tissue work is going to be super helpful for you. Good luck. Let me know how you guys do. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.